you know, TE is good at like looking at expert feedback. What has worked, what has logically worked for others who have, you know, tried to do X, Y, to try and achieve this goal, this health goal. Have they done X, Y, and Z? Okay, maybe obviously X, Y, and Z work, so you know, I'll pursue that path too. They're really good at seeing what has worked in the effectively and following that, which is good because, hey, like expert feedback is something that needs to be regarded, but they tend to forget that, hey, experts don't always have the answer. So yeah, and takes
like TE will actually like go and get something done, like, you know, maybe they'll lack the SE like very like nice way of going about it. They'll lack that certain finesse, you know, of how to do it like really nicely
in action.
But like the TE is just determined to do it. So even if they're stumbling about, they might actually get a result before SE does, because they're determined to just go out and do it. And so that's kind of one thing I've noticed in my life. Sometimes I kind of just like, all right, just like let's go do this. And sometimes with friends and family, I'm just like, all right, guys, come on, enough. Like, stop talking about it. Just get up and let's do something. Enough sitting around and theorizing. Like,
that sounds like such an EXTJ thing to do, to say. To the team, telling people, come on, get up and let's do this.
Right, but then I will learn later on that like that wasn't the right thing to do, because like they were actually like first trying to think of like what to do, and then they got to do it. But me and my sort of aimless, unrefined TE just like, no, like, stop talking about it, let's go and do something. And but there's always everything can be refined. SE and NE can be sitting around and like brainstorming for too long, you know, and just talking about something for longer than they should, instead of going out to try to implement that. So there's always pros and cons.
INFP, like if they, and ISFP, just FI DOMs in general, like FI can be an advantage in that once you actually value health, like having good health and everything, then you can stick to the health habits that you need to do. Like it's, of course, it's not going to be easy depending on, you know, how good you are with your discipline and, you know, the SC, honing that SC component of actually doing things for your health. But having the value for good health is good for the motivation part for it, like for INFPs and ISFPs. The weakness, the disadvantages would come from like incorporating the other end of it, which is, you know, TE actually doing something productive and effective to live up to those values of health. It's like, it's easy to just, you know, oh no, like, no, I value this, I want that, I like this. But then what are you actually logically doing to make it work? You know? So it's about learning to hone that TE side of their personality to make sure that they live up to their values about health, or just getting themselves to value health in the first place. If they don't care about health or health habits, but they still, let's say they value something else about health, like, oh, I want to look good, or I want to, you know, be able to, I don't know, learn that new skill, whatever. So like, if you value that, and it's just about getting into the TE side of things to, okay, what do I actually need to do, like the discipline, like productive things to, you know, live up to that and make it work.
For let's say an INFP, it's going to be a lot tougher. It might take them a lot more time, but at the end of the day, it just depends on the person's passion, motivation, willpower, right? Not the like that, oh, I'm an INFP, so I can't do, like we talked about earlier. So yeah, it just depends on the
incorporate
person.
that spiritual component. Like, yes, you have your personality and its strengths and weaknesses, but then there's also a spiritual component of, you know, the willpower that you can draw from, you know, outside of yourself to motivate yourself and discipline yourself, like something outside your personality to, you know, overcome those personality barriers, weaknesses to, yeah.
Exactly. Like it's not to, FI or NE or whatever it is, it's just gonna get there with by virtue of what it is, you know?
Yeah. Through values versus action. SC is, yeah, like what you said, like SC is about, you know, just immediate jumping action to action, just actually doing the thing. Whereas FI is more about, you know, having the value for it first. And values are important. It's like, okay, if you're going to have to stick to an exercise routine or adhere to a certain diet or health habit or whatever, you got to make sure there's some joy and value, motivation behind it. And FI is very helpful for that. Like making sure your FI is in tune with it so that you're not miserable and killing yourself, feeling like you're killing yourself over it, you know?